Europe is a tourist magnet. Its colorful cities and towns capture our curiosity and spark our inner explorer. History lovers appreciate Europe's ancient architecture, while outdoor enthusiasts are mesmerized by its diverse landscapes. And if you're a foodie, it's easy to eat your way through Europe's hidden gems in cosmopolitan cities alike. Local ingredients and delicacies vary from village to village, so you will never grow tired of the endless food options that Europe has to offer. Due to cheap airfare and social media hype, it seems that every square meter of this beautiful continent has already been trampled over. Europe's hidden gems are hard to come by, but this list shows many of them. Here are the 13 underrated places in Europe which you can travel. 13. Visby. Visby is a hidden gem in northern Europe, nestled on the Swedish island of Gotland. Visby is a medieval town with lots of charm. It's tucked away from the typical tourist crowd and is only really popular among Scandinavians. The Wall and Visby's many other preserved medieval structures have earned its designation as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The city hosts some of the best restaurants not only in Gotland but all of Sweden. Many of them feature the fresh, farm-to-table cuisine for which Gotland is known. Beyond history and cuisine, Visby is also one of the ideal places on Gotland to enjoy the island's art scene. If you're looking for an authentic Swedish experience, this is the one. 12. Fijak. This place is one of the most underrated and best preserved medieval towns in Europe. It is quiet, quaint, and probably the best depiction of what life looked like during the Middle Ages. It's also one of the best unknown places in Europe. It is where history and nature harmoniously intersect. What makes this town intriguing and different from the rest is that there aren't any one or two dominant attractions that lure visitors. The cobbled streets, 13th century buildings, and sublime landscapes all speak for themselves. It's quite refreshing to find a destination that's retained its sense of liberty and authenticity without the buttress of social media and online reviews. 11. Zermatt. Unlike the other European destinations on this list, which are relatively inexpensive, Zermatt comes with a steep price tag. But when you consider its setting amid lofty, snow-capped mountains, ritzy resorts, and charming cottages, it's definitely worth every Swiss franc. From January to March, Zermatt is a winter wonderland and has a lively après-ski scene. From April onwards, it transitions into a summer resort town, though you can still spot plenty of snow among wealthy social circles. This place is considered a popular ski resort town. However, for the rest of us, it's definitely one of the best hidden vacation spots in Europe. 10. Medina. When you're standing on the streets of this place, you feel like you're in Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East all at once. This enchanting city has been a prized fortification for nearly 2,700 years. Its architecture was influenced by many powerful empires. Founded in the 12th century, St. Paul's Cathedral is probably the most magnificent building in town. Much of the structure we see today was built in the Baroque style and dates back to the late 1600s. If you're a Game of Thrones enthusiast, you'll definitely want to add this place to your bucket list as well. At night, the streets of this town become lamplit and eerily silent, hence its nickname the Silent City. Today, it's undoubtedly one of the best hidden vacation spots in Europe. 9. Kazimierz Dolny. When most international travelers think of Poland, the first places that probably come to mind are Warsaw and Krakow. However, there's a small town nestled between these cities that's equally lovely, yet doesn't draw the same crowds. With a population of only 3,500, Kazimierz Dolny has mostly flown under the radar of European tourism. If you like art, you'll feel right at home in this place. The streets are like an endless art exhibition. You will find art galleries on pretty much every street, where artists and painters eagerly set up shop to sell their work. The town has a reputation for being among the top art hubs in Central Europe. It's undoubtedly one of the best unknown places in Europe. 8. Pog Island. It's one of Croatia's 1,200 islands in the Adriatic Sea, which may explain how it's managed to keep a low profile and remain one of the best hidden gems in Europe. Unlike other islands in Croatia, which tend to be tropical and covered with dense vegetation, Pag Island is almost otherworldly. There are no rivers and trees, but instead, the arid landscape is draped with white stones and lots of salt. It's no wonder why Pag has become a desirable destination for salt-of-the-earth people and beachgoers alike. The coastline is relatively calm with its shallow coves and crystal clear water. 7. Alentejo. Unless you're a wine sommelier or native to Portugal, you probably haven't heard much about this place. This region in southern Portugal has all but eluded the pleasure and plight of European tourism thus far. The region is largely made up of cork plantations, wheat fields, and vineyards, but you can also expect several ancient Roman ruin sites and breathtaking beaches along the coast to explore. If you're looking to discover some of the most interesting and natural landscapes of Portugal, while avoiding city crowds, it is a fitting place to do it. With its historic villages, endless vineyards, and steadfast sunshine, Alentejo is worthy of a spot on your ever-growing list of the best hidden gems in Europe. 6. Basel. Though situated in the heart of Central Europe, Basel is a hidden gem worthy of a spot on this list. During the summer, Basel is especially lively. The Rhine River that flows through town provides locals and visitors with a scenic summer swim. The al fresco scene along the riverbank, amid the backdrop of the old town, makes for an incredible sight as you're making your way downstream. In addition, Basel has a thriving art scene. This underrated city is home to more than 40 museums and cultural attractions, hence its nickname, the cultural capital of Switzerland. Outside the museums, you'll find plenty of art exhibitions in the streets, most notably in its architecture. 5. St. Gilgen. St. Gilgen is a tiny village that straddles one of Austria's prettiest lakes. It has everything that you'd expect in an alpine town: pristine scenery, fairytale houses, and traditional cuisine. What more could you want? It has a cheerful atmosphere that takes on many forms throughout the year. During the winter, it's a popular skiing destination among Austrians. During the summertime, the mountain draws avid hikers to its peak. The cable car ride to the top is an experience in and of itself. St. Gilgen doesn't carry the hefty prices of Salzburg or the crowds of Hallstatt, making it a picture-perfect place to experience Austria's off-the-beaten-path charm. 4. Ohrid. A list of the best Europe hidden gems wouldn't be complete without mentioning Macedonia. Ohrid, which lies in the western part of the country, is an underrated destination that's worthy of a spot on your bucket list. Nestled on the shores of Lake Ohrid, the city offers a dose of history, culture, and sublime beauty. Ohrid is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that's considered the Jerusalem of the Balkans, filled with old-world charm including historic streets, churches, and a medieval castle. They also call Ohrid the Pearl of North Macedonia. Take a stroll through the cobbled streets, with views of the lake and surrounding landscapes, and you'll wonder how this place has remained off the beaten path for so long. 3. San Marino. San Marino is a micro-state perched high atop a mountain with panoramic views of the Italian landscape below. From here, you will catch a glimpse of gentle rolling hills and vineyards extending as far as the eye can see. It has the same magical allure as Tuscany without the crowds, making it one of the best hidden vacation spots in Europe. Its historic center is deemed a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Inside, you'll discover a labyrinth of narrow streets that are lined with quaint cafes and shops. When you look up, you'll see 3 towers standing tall on Monte Titano. San Marino is considered by many to be the world's oldest surviving republic. It's shocking to think that it's been such a hidden gem for so long. 2. Varna. Varna is a seaside resort town lined with beautiful beaches and a lively cultural scene. Locals consider it the jewel of the Black Sea, yet most people outside of Bulgaria haven't even heard of it. In addition to its seaside charm, it is also brimming with historical and cultural attractions. A massive Roman bath complex and archaeological museum straddle the city center, as do many eccentric restaurants, cafes, and bars. As a beautiful beach destination and cultural center, Varna is known in Bulgaria for its nightlife, though this place has a cosmopolitan vibe. The prices here are surprisingly cheap, given its plethora of cool cultural attractions and sprightly beach life. Varna is one of the best hidden cities in Europe. 1. Perast. Just north of Kotor, one of the most beautiful cities in Europe, lays a small coastal village called Perast. It's chic, quaint, and seemingly untouched. As such, it's one of the best European hidden gems that you should visit. Between the 15th and 18th centuries, this place was a strategic port between the Ottoman Empire and Venetian Republic. With a population of 274 people and only one main street, it's hard to imagine that this tiny town was once at the crossroads of these powerful empires. More recently, this place has attracted visitors with its medley of churches, royal palaces, and nearby islets. With so much scenery and charm, it's no wonder that Perast is the most underrated city to visit in Europe. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon. See you next time.